Hello everyone, welcome to my this live demo student management system project. So for those who don't know me, hi, I'm Sakya and this is my first video created especially to walk you through the details of one of my recent project. It is a part of my growing portfolio and my goal here is to clearly explaining the work I have done and the throughout process behind it. So this is actually student management system I built using Java and JSP on the front end. I use JSP Pages for student registration, login, display and updates, and something HD style with CSS and supported by an image folder, some background images for colors. And the backend I organize everything into 4 packages. One for the student entity and another for the database connection and third for the DAO layers to handle operations like insert, delete and update, and a fourth for controllers that manage front-end requests. So this structure lets data flow clearly between user actions and database changes, showing how front-end and back-end communicate in real-world web app. So how controllers handle request script, right? So in this system, basically each servlet controller handles a specific task that are controllers for student login, registration, logout, update and deletion. So when a JSP page sends a request like submitting a form, the controller intercepts it and the process data and intercept with DAO layer. For example, the insert student controller calls the insert method from the DAO class and forward the result back to the appropriate JSP, and servlet annotations, some servlet annotations and URL mapping, also some pattern URL mapping, and ensures each controller listen to the right route, right source, right path. So the structure keeps request handling clean and organized. And our how front end and back end work together is okay. So when a user submits a form from the front end like registering or logging in, and the data is sent to the specific controller servlet, that servlet calls the right method in the DAO class, so which intercept with the database, and the result is the forwarding to a JSP page. So for display, forward to the JSP page for display. For example, a login attempt goes from the login.jsp so to login student controller, which checks credentials in the database and redirects based on success or failure. So this flow shows the complete cycle from user input to database interaction and back to user feedback. So here we have some files. I will just show you. These are like JSP files, student JSP. This is open in front of you. This is all the codes of all the front end code, student login, student register, student update, and this all the backend code, or we can say that servlet controller code, in which we have some backend for folder student connection for the student connection, some backend folder student connection, and student DAO also we have student DAO, student connection, student entity. Got it? And these are the some servlet controller, you can say that, and student controller as per the requirement. Delete student controller, insert student controller, login student, logout controller, and update student. So these are basically all these things. So I will just go to just run out the front end page. First we have to register, and then we have to try to login, and just we have to display the details, and then again we have to just doing something updation and some deletion inside there. So before that I'm just going into the showing MySQL database, in which I have some already entered details that would like to, I will just then refresh it. It will showing it, then these are some details, and it will the null field. After that you can see that ID, there are some IDs, and when we have going to register new student, it will be shown here after successful registration. So we are just going to run the register page, this one. So for running it, this page, we have just use shortcut key Alt Shift X and R, our restart the server, and it will restart it and going to run. So we just run here, we just full to the page, just like that. It will be some misbehaving. Okay, got it. Now this is our registration page. Here we register the student, like we have given the ID 9990390. Student name is like that. My name is also, I given my name Chanshu Sakya. Again Sakya, I will enter the Sakya, got it. And some password is like small PRIYANSHU, only Priyanshu, and email is Priyanshu@123, got it. And some student phone number. Randomly I will just enter my phone number, something else only with this 4 to 5 digits, and some date of birth, randomly date of birth, and student gender male, and got registered. So when it will register, it will send the message like register successfully and open the login page. Now we can log in here, but before login we have to see the data in our MySQL database. It will be shown here. When we refresh it, we have seen here ID 9990. Got it? 9990. You can see the data of ID 9990 transaction. Again, I hate this. Some Sakya is eating more, and this is my password transfer and this email. I'm just going to my just login the details using transfer@123 email and password with Priyanshu. Also doing some updation. If I just expand this, you can see here my full name Priyanshu Sakya that I entered. That I will going to update this name. Again after that I will just delete this data. So first I will just log in here. What's my email? Priyanshu@123 is my email and password is small Priyanshu. And when I submit, it will show my data. Full data ID with name, email, phone, and DOB gender. So I will just edit, update some. When I click on edit, it will just open the update page. I can't update my email ID. I can't. So we can't just update this ID. We can update our name. So I will just update my name from Priyanshu Sakya to Priyanshu Sakya, and password just remain. I will just remain constant same. Email ID just remain same. I will just update my phone number. Actually, that's my real phone number, 85100 That's my real phone number. I think I enter the 666 and 18510066590 is my phone number. I entered my randomly date of birth, that's fake date. So I will just update the details. So it will show details of ID this are updated successfully. And so we cut this, and when we are just refresh this in database, it will be updated. What's Priyanshu Sakya? My phone number is also updated, date of birth is also updated. So again I will just going to login. So we don't just run the register page, we are just directly going to login page. We login the details and delete my details from the database. So Shift Alt X and R. Server will start and open the login page. What's our credentials for the login? That's our Priyanshu@123 and what's our password is Priyanshu. That's it will open my detail, and when I click on delete, it will be just deleted also from the database. But now currently it will be have inside the database. When we refresh it, it will be also now in our database. But when we delete it, it will be successfully deleted. So our data will be deleted successfully. When I cut this and refresh the database, it will also be deleted from the database. So when we refresh it, it will be deleted successfully. So you can see it. So how this our student management system will work. Here these all the things. These are the backend, some connection, and some student DAO, in which where I have some multiple methods for the student save student DAO for insert details for saving the database, get student details via ID password. These are our some code that I will upload on the GitHub and I will get free. And these are our some controllers code like insert student controller code. These are some of our code. These are our front end code. These all the things are going to happen, you can see. So that's all fine. Happy. Got it.